Hello and welcome to class. In this lesson we will be doing a brief introduction to circles in which we will identify some key words that we'll be using in the next several sections of this unit. So let's begin. The first couple words we are already familiar with. You already know what a circle is, and you know that a circle is named by its center point. So on our circle here, I'm going to just go ahead and start labeling some of these parts. So we already know what the center point is. That's just the center of the circle. I'm going to label that as point O for our center. And we already know what a radius is. The radius goes from the center point to any point on the circle. So I'm going to label that as OA. And that is a segment. So I'm going to say my radius over here is segment OA. And remember, in order to identify a segment, you need to have the segment bar over top of your letters. If you just have OA, that means length. The bar means that it's a segment. Okay, so here's our radius. We already know what a diameter of a circle is. So if I label this other point as B, I know that the line segment AB is the diameter. And the diameter is always equal to 2 radius. Okay, so we already knew those words. So center point, radius, and diameter. Okay, on to some new things. The next word we're looking at is chord. So if you look at the green segment on your circle, here I'm going to label this as point C, and we'll label this as point D. Any segment that connects 2 points on a circle would be a chord. Any segment that connects 2 points on the circle is a chord. Okay, and again, this we would denote as a segment, segment CD. Okay, next, if you look at your chord CD, it intercepts a piece of the circle, and that piece of the circle is referred to as an arc. So right here, we're looking at arc CD, and this is a minor arc. A minor arc because its measure is less than 180 degrees. So it's less than half of a circle, less than 180 degrees. That is a minor arc, less than 180 degrees. The way that you will denote an arc is you use the letter CD with an arc symbol over top. Okay, a major arc would be an arc that is greater than 180 degrees. So if we take our circle and let's say we go from point C and we pass through B and we go all the way around to the other side of our circle and we end up at A. Okay, that arc is more than 180 degrees, so that is a major arc. A major arc is any arc whose measure is greater than 180 degrees, so more than half of the circle. The way that you will denote major arc is by using 3 letters, and they go right in order, just like we've done triangles and angles and polygons. You go right in order. So this would be arc CBA. Okay, the 3 letters is the giveaway that that is a major arc, more than 180 degrees. 2 letters, minor arc, less than 180 degrees. Okay, next we're going to look at a segment. And a segment for a circle is not a line segment, but we're actually talking about a piece of the area of the circle. So if you have any chord that intercepts the circle, this area inside here is called the segment of the circle. Segment of the circle. And later on, we're going to discover a way that we can calculate the area of the segment of the circle. So it's just any piece or any part of the area of the circle is your segment. Okay, arc, segment. Next we have secant. So secant is the one that's in the light blue, the seafoam color. And a secant is just any line, has to be a line that passes through the circle in 2 points. So I'm going to label this as point S and point let's see, point S, what haven't I used? Let's use T. So S and T, that is secant ST. And your symbol, of course, would be a line because a secant must be a line that passes through the circle in 2 spots. Okay, and then our last one we have in hot pink, that is a tangent. So for a tangent, in order for a line or a segment to be tangent to a circle, it must touch the circle in one spot. Okay, so this is a tangent. And let's see, let's label this as point P, and then we're going to pick another point out here. Label that as Q. So we have a line PQ is a tangent. And again, that does not have to necessarily be a line. It could be a segment or a line. Just in our picture, it is a line. And this point where we have contact with the circle, this point of contact is called the point of tangency. So the point where the line segment or the line touches the circle, the point of contact is the same as the point of tangency. And that is just going to be point P. Okay, so there is just an overview of all of our keywords that we'll be using here in the first part of our unit on circles, and we'll see you next video.